What's going on, everybody? As you can tell, I'm a little bit stuffed up. I'm not a huge fan of that. But what I am a huge fan of is all this super cool terrain that I was sent by Steve over at Corvus Games Terrain. And this is the stuff for the Tycho Starport Kickstarter. It's really great stuff. So this is all, and I know this is very late. I was trying to get all this terrain done before making this video, and then I realized how little time is left on the actual Kickstarter campaign, and now I feel bad. But there's still time, so go back it, or at least hop in a late pledge or something or other, depending on when you see this, or just get some terrain. So this is all 3D printed stuff, and I don't have a 3D printer, but this is printed for me, thank goodness, because I don't know how to do that stuff. But it's really great stuff. I don't necessarily see it as a full replacement or anything for the Mantic official terrain, but it's extremely compatible with Deadzone, definitely built with Deadzone in mind, which is awesome. And for anybody who's been playing the game as long as I have, or anybody else who just wants to refresh their terrain or just add a few pieces or just add a little bit more flavor to their stuff, this is such a great project for it. So yeah, definitely check out the Kickstarter while you can. There should be about a day left in it when this video goes up, so make sure you check it out. I'll put the link in the description, so make sure you actually go through all the pledges and all that stuff. Like I said, I was trying to finish all this terrain before making this video, but I didn't quite finish. As you'll see, I didn't really do any of the accessories and whatnot, but I think you guys will be a huge fan of this. I'm hoping to do a battle report on it very soon, and I'll probably integrate it and mix it with my my official Mantic stuff, because I think it just works really well. It's got a really neat aesthetic. There's some really cool cyberpunky elements. Steve is just such an awesome dude. I was just messaging with him, and he's just such a nice guy, and he clearly just loves this hobby. He loves being part of this community. I'm sure if you're on Deadzone Fanatics, you've seen his stuff posted all over the place. It's gorgeous. Blows my paint job out of the water, but he's trying to sell the product after all. But yeah, just really cool creative stuff too. Similar to the stuff that I scratch built, he's got cool little stands and whatnot. So I'm gonna grab the camera here and we'll go a little more handheld. But I just want to show off kind of what this terrain's all about and just kind of show it off real quick because there's not much time left. So yeah, make sure you check out his stuff and let's just hop in, look at this in detail. So as you can see, there's a lot of different pieces that are in this particular set, and obviously if you're 3D printing it, this will all be STLs, so you can print off whatever you want in as many different options as you'd like. But I'm just going to showcase kind of how the system works real quick. So it's not as modular as the straight up tiles that you would get from Mantic, but it's a really clever design, especially because these are the exact kind of buildings I like to play with. I don't like a lot of half walls and small joints. I like full buildings, and this is exactly what this is. And so as you can see on each rooftop, there's all these little pegs, and they actually work really well in securing to the bottom of each tile thing. And so those pegs line up really nicely, and the terrain kind of locks in place, and that allows you to start stacking, and you can really build some cool stuff just through that. And it's simple, it's quick. In terms of actual printing, I'm assuming it's quite friendly. I don't know anything about 3D printing, so I'm not the guy to ask. But I think this is all printed on some sort of filament printer, because you can definitely see some of the lines on these. But it's not distracting in any way, I don't think. And especially on the actual buildings, it just looks like how an actual building is made. And especially in the future, who knows? It could actually be 3D printed, full-size buildings lore-wise. But yeah, I think it's really, really high quality stuff. It's really strong, really durable. Obviously, I guess that depends on the resin or filament that you're using, but as far as I can tell, it's very, very well built, and from everything I can tell on the Kickstarter campaign, it's very well oiled machine. It's not some ragtag, just crappy campaign. They know what they're doing. They have cool add-ons. They have really cool unlocks and things like that. But yeah, so there's various different buildings, different sizes. I know that there's also a 2x2 cube size building that I don't have here, but yeah, they have a really cool one here, which is an L-shaped building, which I really like, and it's got all this stuff on the top and on the sides, and those are all included on the STLs themselves. So this is actually fused into the building, this pipe right here, and so it's just really cool added detail that that just kind of accentuates each building and makes it feel more real, you know. But yeah, it's got cool windows and things like that. And obviously, this isn't great for just Deadzone. This is great for any sort of war game. I'm sure I could use all this stuff in Firefight, for example, or my buddy who saw this, he immediately was like, "Oh, this would be really cool for Infinity." I was like, "Yeah, it definitely would." So, yeah. And then obviously, it's got really cool features like these cool signs that you can add on to make it that real neon effect, and the acrylics are really cool. If you had different signs, you could swap them in and out in there, which is really neat. So yeah, it's really user friendly. Obviously, I didn't quite finish fully painting these, but I did, you know, a cool little dry brush and picked out some details just to kind of show off some of the stuff. But yeah, I'm a big fan. I can't wait to actually, you know, play on it. I haven't got to play on it yet because I was trying to finish it all. And then there's a whole host of cool accessories and whatnot too. Like this is a trash thing. You could put this on a different one. I think it looks really good on this piece right here. So it's a cool little trash receptacle, you know. This is a really neat piece as well. It's kind of this very cyberpunky Blade Runner street vendor kind of feeling. I don't even know what they sell in this little thing, but it's cool. So yeah, it's got a bunch of cool symbols and fun details. All the signs are really neat too. Yeah, nothing but cool things to say, honestly. It's really cool stuff. So make sure you check out the Kickstarter and hop on it before you're too late and you have to go to the website only, which he's got a nice website too, with even more stuff. This is like a very small sample. There's like an industrial set. There's like a whole bunch of other stuff too. So make sure you peruse it all and check it out. But you can make some really cool stuff, and this definitely is going to add just an extra element, especially to my cyberpunk kind of stuff. Having like these super bright neon signs and things, it really adds like a new element to my board, and I'm sure it will add to yours as well. So, and it does play extremely well with the actual like Mantic Deadzone terrain. Like I think it blends in just fine, you know. So it you know, it's very modular. It still looks good. I think you could even stack stuff on top, and it's safe and fits well, especially because that peg system. Because of that, you can actually, you know, you can just integrate all this stuff together. And some of these cubes, I mean, like that looks just like the Deadzone one, the Mantic official one, but it totally works as its own piece, or you could integrate it and combine it. And I think that's really fun. It's a cool option, especially if you have a 3D printer, or if you have a buddy who has a 3D printer, you can bug him about it. But yeah, some really neat, different aesthetics and cool vibes, man. So yeah, that's my brief video on the Corvus Games Terrain stuff. Thank you again to Steve. Steve is an awesome dude, and I really do appreciate him sending this. I'm sorry I didn't get this video out earlier, but better late than never, as they say. So, thank you guys. Make sure you check out that Kickstarter in the link down below. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and keep rolling 8s. I'll catch you in the next one.